I would look at, like, let's say a Rapha. Okay. When I'm thinking brand. Okay. So one part of the brand is the actual product that they make and then how they communicate, right? Which is the more like flashy, glamorous part, right? Oh my God, look at their website. Oh my God, look at their photography and YouTube pages and social media. Oh my God, look at their actual product, which is such good quality. That's one part. Then one element is, okay, Rapha, I want to work there. That's creating in the talent's mind around the globe that I want to work for a company like Rapha, creating that aspirational brand, not only from a consumer to purchase their products, but also for people wanting to work there, because they also buy into the vision because it's so clearly articulated, right? Then the other part is, think about vendors. Like, I want to be a supplier to Rapha. I want to give them, our fabric should be sold. And then they're going to put the Rapha logo on their site that we supply to Rapha. That's another stakeholder. There could be accounting firms like, oh, Rapha, that's the company that we do all the accounting for them, So you have so they will want to put Rapha's logo on their website. Again, it's like when we think brand, the visual design and the communication part is just such a small part when we think of brand. People get 99% of the conversations I hear around brand is so shallow. It's like when you're looking at the Earth's core and people are at the grass level.
Yeah. No, that's so true. And so how would you get started? Let's say you have a company and like we were talking about before, like you were, Simple, where at some point you're not worried about brand because you just need to build a product. But then you hit a point at which you start to look around you and you say, okay, we really should do something here. So if you're in that stage, how do you get started? Like, first, is there anything that would stand out to you to say, like, now's the time? Like, is there any sort of trigger that you could think of? How do you just get started? How do you know the thing to pick, that you need to do this?
I can give you like a short version to it, but I think we should do like a full thing on this, which is that at what point in your product, whatever that product is, that's why like for some people, when I say, for me, doing brand for an apple, like a physical, like a fruit apple, and doing it for something complex as Salesforce, as the most complex software on the face of the earth, for me, it's the same approach. And people are like, what? No, that does. But I'm like, no. Because I'll give you an example why I'm saying that. The apple is going to be eaten by a human being. Salesforce is going to be consumed by a human being. And I know how human beings work, and I make things for human beings. So the approach is to make things for human beings. So if it's an Apple or if it's complex as Salesforce, my approach is not going to change because my audience is humans.
Perfect. So by the way, if you want to hire Paul, if you're listening to that, you can reach him through this channel. If you sell to human beings, Paul is your guy.
Yeah, it's because it's so easy to get lost in the product or the engineering or the numbers and forget that all that complexity at the end, or the simplicity, is for a human being to consume, be it an apple to eat or a thing to do your timesheets in.